things stand in the country right now.
Right, exactly. Well, obviously there's been quite a contrast. We went from high inflation through this administration and our efforts in Congress. We've reduced inflation by 70%. And of course, the other side is talking about affordability. Well, guess what? We're getting more competition, and interest rates are down, and that we're seeing housing begin to. Of course, we have a tremendous shortage in housing. The border is secure. The president said last year, he said, everybody kept screaming, Congress needs to do something about this. He said, frankly, all you need to do is replace the president. And, you look at national defense, you look at the world, and the president and his team have been brilliant in dealing with getting China and Russia out of Venezuela and getting Maduro out of there and freeing the Venezuelan people. Obviously, he surrounded Iran over there and negotiating with them. And so world peace is, and particularly in the Middle East, he's made great strides with that, and I think he'll talk about that. Obviously, the American tax relief plan is, reduces taxes for every filer, almost $4,000. No tax on tips. We heard people in the, say, the restaurant business, they're saying, they had a hard time getting their workforce. And now people are enjoying those tax benefits, and it's worth working again. And so, but we're seeing overall great improvement, and really every promise the president made when he was elected, with the majority of the people in the United States, and he's achieved those goals.
There is, of course, the Department of Homeland Security situation. Yep. Immigration has been controversial in some respects. I don't know, what do you say to folks who might be concerned about that, who are hoping to hear from the president about that tonight?
Yeah, well, I think, what the president needs to do is look at various areas of the country. What you have is a totally different situation in sanctuary states versus non-sanctuary states, like my state of Georgia. And, in the Southeast, we have quietly removed and sent back over 160,000 illegal immigrants that have committed crimes, and you didn't hear a peep, because our law enforcement worked with federal law, the ICE, to do the job. And that was all based on the Laken-Riley Act that was the first bill the president signed into law because of the brutal murder of Laken-Riley. And something had to be done. And so, but you go into these sanctuary states and they oppose it. And America, please wake up. Why would you want, particularly someone that has come into the country illegally, and then they commit crimes, to live next door to you? That's not what our immigration, we have the most generous legal immigration system in the world. And all we got to do is fix the problems that the previous administration, like I said, the president says all you got to do is change the president. He removed reestablish remain in Mexico. And the cartels are making what, $30 million a week off this? And of course now we see what's going on in Mexico. But we could not have. We reduced spending $1.5 trillion. Now we got a ways to go, but if we can get the economy growing, because GDP growth is another factor. It's another denominator of reducing federal deficits. So, which our Secretary of Treasury has done a great job, and he basically understands this. We're setting the table, and if we can just get a little cooperation from the opposition party, we can have a feast in 2026. But again, they're standing in the way of everything, like Homeland Security. They shut the government down for 43 days, which cost us enormous $400 billion in economic opportunity and GDP growth, 41 days over one issue. Premium support for the Affordable Care Act. Well, guess what? You know, we have to work next year to have an option for the American people on health care. We got a lot of good ideas, and I think the appetite for the American people to fix health care is there, and it needs to be fixed because we spend $5 trillion and $1.6 trillion stays here in Washington, D.C. These things can be fixed, but not when you got a party that's opposing us at every front to do this. And but we've got to hold this majority, and like I said, we need the American people to wake up to what's going on out there.
Anything else, Congressman?
Yeah, good.
Great. Thank you so
Great,
much.
thank you.
We appreciate you stopping.